You got a...
Oh,
okay.
God. I made a video. I didn't post it, but my basement's flooded. The little natural drain hole decided to plug off.
Yeah.
The water's not as deep as it was the other day.
Is it as deep as your...
Yeah, it's this deep. Was this deep. But
I thought the sun was playing games.
I went down with
me.
one of those poke bars to try to find the
Put
original.
your leg up again, Jim. Look how...
Well, but the water
Good
is
foot.
at half a degree.
Nice then?
No, I don't swim in the wintertime. I don't swim in the summertime. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is I went down with this heavy metal poke bar.
Yeah.
To try to find the hole.
Yeah.
At this end of the house. And I couldn't do it because after 3-4 minutes from here down, my legs were frozen. My legs were frozen. Literally. I had to get out of there. My feet were freezing. It was like putting my feet in ice water and stand there for 10 minutes. Like you can't do it. You might think you can, but you can't. Anyway, I had to get out there. Now, a friend of mine dropped me off one of those pumps.
Yep, sump pump.
But it's got to go in a bucket because it has no way of stopping dirt. So it has to go in a bucket with holes drilled in it. Well, how do I keep the bucket down? Because the sump pump is the type that it's this high and the up here has to stay above water. So you have to chain it, hook it to the ceiling and hang it. Then the end's down in here and the bucket's going to want to lift.
Do you have any kind of sifter? Anything like a sifter? You know what I mean?
What's a sifter?
Like if you were sifting flour or something, you know what I mean? If
it'd have to be huge.
Okay.
Huge. Well, anyway, a bucket would work, but the bucket won't float or bucket won't stay on the bottom. And this thing, maybe when I hang this...
Oh, you need something around it with holes in it, so it...
yeah, like a bucket. Well, that would work. Maybe this unit is heavy.
Drill holes in the bucket.
Yeah, but this thing I think is heavy enough to keep the bucket down. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as the pressure, well, if I have enough holes drilled in it, the water won't want to lift the bucket quite as fast as if it was just pushed down in, right? So anyway, I just looked at my bucket situation, and the way it works is I'm not even sure if this sump pump is going to even work.
Is there a plug-in for it? Do you have a plug-in
it plugs in.
Yeah, you get, like, is it downstairs in the water? Or?
Well, it's sitting out there by that car right now. I haven't even, but what I'm figuring is I drill a hole in a bucket and I go to all the hassle of dragging this down, hooking up the hoses and hooking it all up. It probably won't even work. It probably doesn't work.
And you're going to get your feet wet again.
And I'm standing in ice cold water. Ice cold water. Like you cannot stand in this water any more than 3 minutes. Your feet just freeze right off. And I stopped and I left. And I'm just in kind of like I'm not in shock, but I'm doing okay. But
I'm doing okay. You need a rubber boot. Can we see what you're working on?
I got rubber boots, but they're not high enough. My rubber boots are this high.
Just tall enough for the flood,
and you can't stand in rubber boots right at the top. You know what I mean? Like they're floppy at the top, and the water pressure, like. But anyway,
well, I can't picture standing 10 minutes in cold water. That's what I can't picture.
Well, it's more than cold water. If it was 1 degree colder, it'd be ice. But it's never flooded before. But anyway, that warped on me. I beat it out some. I think I can body fill it.
Sure you can. You're some good with the torch.
It was doing good here.
Yeah.
But when I got here, where this is a different angle, it went, woo, that sunk in there probably 1.5 inches. That far. And that bulged out. Anyway, I beat this out, and that's not too bad by the time I fill it. That'll blend in.
Can I see the inside of the door? When you open the door up and get your floor all fixed, have you?
Well, yeah, I did that like a week or so ago.
Once you do that.
That's old news. I still got to put a couple little patches here, but yeah, but I welded underneath and on top because see, the floor is not one layer metal.
Yeah.
The floor is 2 to 10 layers of metal.
Yeah.
And when you weld a plate to the bottom, to the paper thin little shelf of sheet metal, that just tacks that one, and then all the layers in between float. So you have to weld it on the top, and then it's kind of like a book with 2 covers hooked on, and all the pages in between are just loose. Well, that's how the floor is made. It's made out of there's no place on this floor where it's single layer. It's double layered, 26 gauge.
26 gauge.
Yeah.
Paper.
You can bend it. You can put it between these 2 fingers and bend it all around. Like it's super, super thin metal. And they press it. Like what they do is they lay a sheet down, and then they have a couple of little pieces on support spots, and then they lay another sheet down, and then a couple more pieces, and then it goes in some kind of big press where it crimps it into this shape. But there's no thick metal on this car. It's layers of thin metal pressed together at angles to hold it there. And then when you weld a patch on the bottom, you're only welding to one thin little layer, and then the rest is all floating. So you have to put a patch on the top. Like the only construction that's any good is the stuff I'm doing. But anyway, it'll take the place of the other car eventually.
How much longer you figure?
I don't know. I figured I'd be done a month ago.
Oh shit, eh?
And the car doesn't, like, I'm not that excited about it.
Okay, so it can be pushed out and worked on again some other time.
Yeah, but the thing is, that car is in worse shape than this one, because this one I've already got some of those spots welded up. That one's just about ready to have the rear wheels fall off, because the frame's all gone where the suspension hooks on. That car can't go on a hoist.
You should weld fairings on this one, widen the wheels.
Yeah.
Like you did your Trans Am.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, anyway,
maybe.
I'm almost done. Like, as I said, a couple more little patches here, and then weld the bottom of the sill and on the other side, and a couple patches on the floor and the quarter panel, and I'm ready to undercoat and put my interior back in. So this car is almost done. But unfortunately, all these Cobalts, the drivetrain is A1. Everything works. Like that silver car has all brand new parts in the drivetrain, and then it wouldn't pass safety because the frame's all gone in the back. So I got it, but I don't know. By the time I finish this one, I might not want to do these other ones.
Geez,
but they stand me so little money that it's not any harm. Know what I mean? Like, so it's not the money I've spent, but I don't know if I want to spend the next 2 or 3 years welding these things up, because they're not fun to work on. Like, they're miserable.
We got to meet Ross, a friend of ours on Facebook. He said you should be welding up that truck. He wants to see that truck done.
Oh, that truck doesn't need any welding.
Don't need no welding?
No. All that truck needs is the motor put back together.
That's money.
No, I already got all the parts. I just got to spend the time and put the motor back together. I've already spent the $3,000-4,000 for new pistons and connecting rods and crank turned and cylinders bored and all new valves. I just got to put it back together. But I do have to take the block back to the machine shop and have got new guides put in, and have the seats for the valves turned again and acid dipped, and make sure the oil lines are clean, because it's sat now for 6-7 years and no oil in the oil lines, and I know darn well they've rusted. So I have to have it acid dipped, and the oil lines all wire brushed out to make sure that there's no rust in the oil lines before I can put it back together, because it'll be sort of like the oil lines have to be clean. You don't want flakes of rust in there, because that's your bearings on your crank, right?
Jeez, Jim, you should have the door open. The sun's so shining the other day.
Well, I've been trying to
warm this place right up.
I just got home, and I decided while in the sunshine that I'd put these sneakers on and go down and unplug that hole. Well, I just had the pipe in my hand as my feet were getting cold, and I was trying to find the hole, and there is a hole there someplace, unless it's plugged. Well, it is plugged, but I was trying to find the hole, but before I could find the hole, my feet froze, and I had to come out. I had to leave. My feet are cold enough now, just being wet, but boy, I'll tell you, ice cold water, just like I'm pretty sure you could pick it up and put it on metal and it turns to ice. It's right on the verge of freezing. And there's like a pond.
Do you want to go down and do it again? We'll watch.
It's a pond
What?
down there. All my winter wood is floating on this water. I have to wade with this carrying bag for my wood. I had to wade through the water to the tall parts of the pile of my wood to get wood to burn to heat the house, because all the wood on the bottom is all floating. It's underwater. Like, this is the first time the house ever flooded. It's always drained.
Okay.
Naturally, just like at this end of the house, the ceiling is right there.
Yeah.
It's a 6 foot high ceiling. And that's where the well is and the water pump. And water bubbles out of the ground, natural spring, where the well is, on the high part of the basement. Water bubbles out of the ground 24 hours a day, runs across the floor to the front end of the house, where it's got a 7 foot high or 8 or 9 foot high ceiling that goes downhill. There's a river that runs from the water pump and the well, where it's spring fed, and runs to the front of the house by the road and runs out a natural little hole underneath the foundation and disappears. Well, 2 weeks ago it plugged, and then we got all that rain, and I had water this deep, all my wood floating.
So it's gaining water full time.
It's starting to go down now because it hasn't rained for a couple of days. It's starting to go down, but I went down to try to find that hole, but it's too cold, and I don't have enough cement blocks to throw there to make like a walkway to stand on with rubber boots to be able to do it. So I decided I'd hook up this sub pump. And then I'm in a brain thinking of just how I'm trying to, like, the sub pump, it's a hang from the ceiling type. It's above water with a pipe going down that has a pickup.
Yeah.
I've never used one before.
You just don't want to get stuff in the pickup, that's all.
Right. So it has to be in a bucket, but I'm thinking that it might be heavy enough that its own weight will hold the bucket down. And I only have to tie it to the ceiling to keep it from falling over, and then hook up the hose to it, and it should pump outdoors, if it works.
I'd plug it in.
Put it in water and see if it pumps.
Yeah.
Well, first, yeah.
Did you need a hand?
How wet do you want to get?
Well,
we got rubber boots on.
No. I got
all kinds of these old sneakers.
No, I don't.
You guys come down. We have a water
I tie a set of them rims to the bottom of my feet first. They're that high, so the water.
Oh yeah. Oh no, nowhere's near high enough. Yeah, but the water, it's way less than it was the other day. The other day it was.
If you need a hand, I'll help you.
Yeah. Well, sucker for punishment. I'm not going to say no.
That's what you could do.
But anyway, no. Yeah.
So do you need? You got to.
Oh.
Okay.
God. Ouch.
Okay. You can swear if you like.
Oh, you're kind of lucky you didn't get hurt worse than you did. You're kind of quiet if you did get hurt.
So she just tripped over them rims into that there.
Now that's the danger of standing on the cement blocks down there in the basement underwater. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's.
You gonna suck it up, are you? Look at that. Yeah. She's tough, boy. She's tough.
Now, if you'd fell there the other day, you would have been soaked because the water was right to the top of these rims, running in and down the drain.
Did you need a hand? Did you want a hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
No, it's not that I want a hand or need a hand. It's a case of, Am I capable of doing this?
Sure you are.
I
All you do is plug it in, put it in the water, see if it pumps.
Well, at this time, I'm not even sure which way the pump even pumps. I'm not even sure which hose I hook on where.
You'll soon find out as soon as you put it in the water.
I guess.
Don't aim it at me.
I don't want to wreck any of my buckets, but I pretty well have to because it's going to, there's no screen on it. It's going to pick up sawdust or sawed bark. And,
Oh, you don't want to ruin any of your buckets.
well, I pretty well have to, though.
What with this thing here, bud? Got a hole in it. Shove it down inside there.
Oh, just come on to it. It'll come.
Look, got holes in it and everything there. Clean that out. Put your pump down inside that. You got the holes in it. Perfect. Wipe it out.
Okay.
Well, you got a hanger on it for you, look.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Brainstorming now. You want a rag to wipe that out? Or?
No, there's plenty of water. I can just dip it a couple times. Matter of fact, by the time I get it ready to go, it'll have its own dirt in there. Like it'll have to be cleaned out a couple more times.
Well, just I would just plug the pump in and see if you hear a noise.
Yeah, in water.
Well, I don't know if it has to be in water or not.
Well, it should be.
Well, I'm not going to say leave it on so it burn it out. Just turn it on so it works. This is all your land here, Jimbo?
To the trees, but I do own to the neighbors.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What a beautiful day, eh?
Yeah, this is the first, it feels like spring.
Yeah. Oh, you got the thing right there.
Yeah.
How you going to run it out? You going to run it out the window or anything?
No, I don't want to break the screens off the window. I'll run it out this door here.
Oh, you got quite a ways to go then.
Well, it comes with hoses. Okay, so this is the pickup or the drive out.
I would say it goes in here. And that drives
okay.
That goes out.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. That's not going to work. It's going to have to be a real bucket.
You got two right there. But
yeah, and that has to be hanged from the ceiling, and you don't want to fall over.
Yeah.
Right? It can't fall over.
Any zip ties?
Well, I got ropes and chains and all kinds of things. I don't know if I have zip ties, but...
Did you want me to hold one end of this while you drag one end down to your basement?
I'll go down the basement and open up the door.
Whatever you need, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Bucket. Yeah.
So is it still full of water?
Oh yeah, it's not going down that fast. It's gone down in a week, that much or so, but yeah, it's water. I'll be right with you. I'm going to open up the basement door.
Okay.
Open up the basement door.
Right with you. Yeah, the cat on the fence and the tin can man. How's your back? Huh? Glasses on. Beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. Is that how you're going to pump the water out?
What?
You want me to pass the pump down to you?
If you want, you can go down and get the bush cutters to cut some of these blackberry bushes away so you don't get all cut up.
Okay.
They're right at the door. The bush cutters are right at the door.
Okay.
Bush cutters are right at the door. Okie dokie.
What's that? I didn't bring a bucket. He said he doesn't want to ruin his bucket, but he can just tie it so high, and then after it drains all the water, that distance, then he can let it down some in the water, right? He don't have to have a bucket if he's gonna tie it up. If he's gonna tie it up. Man, I like this weather.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab a bucket and drill some holes in it.
I come over to cut thorn bushes, did I? I guess. I should have this at home, the way this bad boy works. Yeah. Them things, no forgiveness, those things. Those things are deadly. Got me underneath the gizzard. Okay. He's gonna drill one of his buckets now, is he? Oh, get me from behind. This is quite fun, Jimbo. They just crunch off, crunch, crunch.
Is there any special order where these holes have to be drilled?
How many cord of wood you got to put into here, Jimbo?
I burned about 3.
3, that's it?
Yeah. And that's burning as much as I can.
Did you see if that was going to fit down inside there?
Oh yeah, that'll fit down inside that. I hate wrecking buckets.
I need that basket back.
Is
that bucket back?
That's probably enough holes, isn't it?
Shouldn't be waiting to the...
Okay, I got the extension cord there.
Yeah?
Plug it in and just stick it in one of them things. Probably have to. How are we gonna hook that to the ceiling? We're guaranteed it doesn't fall over and catch on fire and blow up. Because the electric motor can't
Did you hear
drop
that?
in the water.
You hear that? What she said?
Coat hanger.
Coat hangers?
Man, I got more pair of pliers in the coat hanger. Bungee cord?
Okay. Bungee cords and coat hangers.
Oh, chain.
Oh, don't
Come
need the
on.
hose.
I just want to stick it
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
yeah. I guess just to verify that it is
Just to
moving.
verify, Jimbo.
Yeah. Maybe use the other hose. It might be in... Oh, either end. You don't have to put the hard end on. Put the easy end on.
See what happens. Oh, Jimbo. Yeah, that'll work for me.
Okay. Bungee cords and clothes hangers.
Where's your cord at?
Right here, right here. I'll be right back.
I can't see it. Oh, I see it now. I mean, that thing is in disguise, is it not? I'm not sure whose pump this is, but we're going to use it with delicate care. Sure. Pumping water in no time. Got a lens on there, a screwdriver. It's full of water now. Hard to believe how heavy that makes that. Yeah, kind of odd, but it does.
Yep. Oh, good. Okay.
All you have to do is put it in a bucket, set it in the water, plug it in.
Okay.
Look at the, geez, you got more coat hangers and bungee cords. Where'd you go to the
Well-
hardware store?
No, I had these.
I'll feed y'all. You
It's
take your
good.
bucket down and put it where you want it, because the holes are in it. It's going to sit down in it, and then I'll bring this to you and put it where you want it.
Okay,
And then we'll hook the hose up and run the extension cord. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, we probably need. Can we hook those two hoses together? Or
Sure.
we'll use the long one first
Okay.
to get as far as we can.
Okay.
Because this should go in the deeper part of the basement, which
want
is
me to tear
of
this one
course,
off,
way
huh?
at the front.
I'll put the longer one on.
That, yeah, okay.
Pretty good friend to lend you his stuff, I suppose.
If you're real careful, you're probably capable of coming down here some. We can make accommodations for a walkway for you, but you're gonna have to
Oh,
keep your
Jolene
wits
likes
about you
cold
or
feet.
you're gonna fall.
Jimbo.
Yeah.
Can you grab that? No, you got your hands full.
Yeah.
All right. Just going to feed that down in there. There's no sense.
Okay.
All you have to do is walk along with it.
Oh, yeah, it's cold water.
You in the water, Jimbo?
Cold water. Cold
hope-
water. I don't know how well this is going to work. Watch your head. There. That's for you. Okay, it can go in a little farther maybe, but not much.
You want that pulled in a little further?
Oh, the hose isn't really the biggest problem right now. It's masterminding the bucket and that pump hanging from the ceiling
All right, let's
in a secure way
why don't you hang something on that?
by someone smarter than I am.
Well,
this is
let's-
not
let's-
really my thing.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
Give me one of them bad boys.
well,
Give me one. Whatever one you just wrap around there.
oh, put the hose. Oh, yeah, you did.
You can wrap it any way you want to, but like that. Mm-hmm. What do
It
you
has
want?
to be kind of right down to the ground. And as I said, the ceiling is quite a bit higher over there.
Okay.
And where your boots aren't anywhere near high enough, and you probably don't want freezing ice cold water.
I
in your
will. I
boots.
will help you as far as you go. I'm not interested in becoming a scuba diver or anything. Or
Oh, no, it's going to have to be better than that.
like we can put two on there. Put one
well,
around one side here.
Just a sec, let me think.
Go ahead.
You think and keep your mouth shut, and I'll think and keep my mouth shut. And then in a few minutes, we'll communicate and see what we come up with.
Here, can you hook another one?
But
up?
I can't go over there and stand in that ice cold water and think. I got to know what I'm going to do when I get over there, or else I have to run right back and go outdoors because my feet will be frozen because the water is real cold. And the pump has to be over there because the water is quite considerably deeper over there. Here it's only like 3 inches deep. Over there, it's a foot and a half.
To be honest with you, if it doesn't bother you, why don't you just let it set and see if it goes down, and then figure where your hole is? I mean, to go through all this work and to freeze your feet off.
I know.
You want it out of here? Is that what you want?
Well, it's supposed to rain the next couple of days.
Okay.
And this well, or this basement, and over there where the water pump is, when it rains, water bubbles over the ground.
Okay, I want to tell you something.
So this will be a lot deeper. If it rains for 2 days, you come back like Monday, and the water will be this deep. right
Okay,
here.
well, I'm going to tell you something. We don't have to start over there. We can start here and pull this water out and then keep running back as we dry it up.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? So if you got your bucket anywhere close, where's your bucket at?
right there.
Throw it down in the water.
Actually, even if we go over there,
What's
the
it-
water.
Why does it have to go that deep? Why can't you just throw it there, Jimbo? Why do you have to get wet, old buddy?
Well, I'm already
Throw-
wet.
throw this bucket in there.
Oh, just a sec. Oh,
I understand. But this only has to sit in the water, Jimbo. Then once the water...
oh, there's a beam right there. I can loop my bungee cords over.
Oh, my.
So this could sit right here.
Like it can sit right here and suck the water.
Oh,
and
there.
suck it up
This
and
is
move
as
it.
deep as it gets, right
Okay.
here. So
Well, you're not sucking me into it. I'm not going over there.
my feet are getting cold. They're getting cold.
Is the
I'm
one
not
bucket
gonna-
got the holes
I'm
in
not
it?
going to last too much longer here.
Oh, my Jesus.
Okay.
Jimbo, what I'm trying to say is, old buddy, if
This I don't have anywheres. Okay, I'm going to do the.
yeah.
Do you think that thing is heavy enough to keep that bucket underwater?
Well, it should stay in water if it's got holes in it once it fills up. shouldn't
Well,
it?
no, it's going to want to lift, but that'll be heavy enough. It should keep it down.
I would have just hung it right here.
Yeah, just the water's so much deeper over here.
It's nicer. Nicer on
Okay,
his,
there's
nicer on
one.
his feet.
Is that high enough?
Yeah, sure. Why not, Jimbo?
Okay, I'll do one more of those. Ooh, my feet are getting cold.
Is this a cold feet challenge? It's actually quite well done basement. How they got the rock wall done. It's quite well done.
I did that.
Are you serious?
55 bags of masonry cement, 10 bags of Portland, and 5 or 6 half-ton truckloads of sand. And it took me 6 months, and I put all those rocks back in the foundation because the previous owner, the rocks had fallen. The house was fallen, so what he did was he dumped gravel and took a bulldozer and pushed dirt up around the house, which collapsed the foundation. And this was all dirt on a 45-degree angle where the foundation fell in. I jacked the house up And I had no money to hire anybody and no hands to make like wood framework and pour cement.
Yeah.
So I just, over the period of a summer, bought bags of cement and a wheelbarrow and put all the rocks back in with masonry cement to the ceiling, then took my posts out.
Wow.
All the way around, but I didn't get over there. That part was still good, so I left it.
I'm glad I didn't know.
But here, this was all collapsed. It was all collapsed here and all back
wow.
there. But it was quite a job.
You didn't have to take that apart. You probably could have hung that right in that.
Okay.
You got two of them there, so.
Now, if that thing will hang on that, in that bucket. Oh, cold, 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 cold. Cold, 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 cold.
Now, just a minute now. You've got just a second. I want my glasses back.
no,
I got to plug that hose on there. You don't want to put your hands in there. Just a minute.
Don't plug it in yet.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, we should probably, for testing, I'm going to assemble it first, and then we'll pull it out.
It's going to work. We try here. Put that on there.
It's going to need a clamp.
Ah,
It's going to blow it right off.
that thing ain't that much power, Jimbo.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Okay. Okay.
65 psi. Oh. That water's warm.
Oh, you stand over here. Oh, that's not heavy enough to keep that down. No. Once the water's in the bucket, it might help. Yes.
Now you got her. Now you're cooking with gas.
Oh. Okay.
You got an extension cord.
No, not yet.
Do you want me to run it through the water?
I'm just going to hang this here for now. Okay, so I want to...
There must be a hole in the bottom of that. You can hook your coat hanger in the hole in the bottom of the electric motor. If you pull it up and take a look at the bottom of the electric motor, there's a hole in there.
Okay, I'm going to run another one of these through the hole.
Hey, Jimbo.
These things sometimes
Jimbo.
don't unfasten good.
Jimbo,
Yep.
take the coat hanger, open it up like this. Open it up like that, shove it down over the head of it, and then pull it back together again.
It's not long enough.
No. Take one of the coat hangers.
Oh, yeah.
Open it up so you can go down over the head of the engine, the motor.
Oh, my feet are freezing. This is exactly what I didn't want to do.
No, just take it like this, Jimbo. Don't take it apart. Just pull it apart like this. Open the coat hanger up. Out. Yeah. Shove it down over the head of the engine, and then hook it onto your...
Oh.
Yeah. There you go, brother. Just slide it down over there somehow. It just has to hold it up, does it not? And then put it back together. Like, go down to the bottom of the motor. There you go. Now pull up the other end. Pull up one end, and keep one end tight.
Oh, I got that hose on the wrong side. Okay. Yeah, I think...
And then you can just pull the coat hanger up on where it's still together, and then twist and tie it on one you got untied.
Okay, yep.
Cool.
If you're watching, so if you see that I'm not following your instructions, you're going to have to tell me again.
You got it.
Okay. There.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with that just other than pull it up tight and leave it around the head of the engine. If you know what I mean.
The only thing is, I'm just thinking if I can twist it so that it's in a little tighter, it might hold better. Because these other two here, there.
Oh, you want to tie it on both ends.
Okay, so.
I'm just going to pull it. So hook like that.
There.
You got her.
That's one.
Jimbo ain't no fool.
Like that.
Sure, you got her. You're ready to pump
There.
water, buddy.
Okay, so that's hooked on there. These two are wrapped around that.
You need a plug-in. Is what you need, a plug-in.
Okay, there. Yes, I need that extension cord that's outside. The plug-in's right there on the middle post.
Okay, so I'll grab the extension cord.
Yep. Oh, my feet are cold.
Just bear with it, Jimbo. Bear with it. Now, where's your plug-in, old boy?
Ooh.
Here's your end. There's a plug in there. I don't want to lay that in the water.
Okay, yeah. You can just...
See where it's together?
No.
Right there?
Okay.
You don't want that in the water.
Oh, I got the wrong end. You gave me the wrong end.
Okay.
I need that end.
I'm not getting in the water. I'm sorry.
No?
I don't want to fall in, no.
Oh, no, the water's not that deep. You're all right. You can step in there.
No.
Just over here you can't.
Sorry, Jimbo. No. Sweetheart.
No. Okay. Good. Put that through there. Oh, is that ever cold?
I see it now. Here, Jimbo, you might as well plug that sucker in. I don't want to move that. The water will be gone.
Oh, hang on to that. Pull it back towards you. There. Now, will this run when it's plugged in?
Should.
Oh, is water coming out the other end?
We'll soon find out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let her go. That ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Electric motor and water? No, I'm gonna have to support that up a little bit better. Where'd that other? Oh, there it is.
It just come off.
The bucket moved. I need heavy weights to hang something to hold that.
A piece of wood?
No, it has to be heavier. It has to be solid steel. Wood floats. It has to be something heavy that'll hold that bucket from moving. Okay. Like upstairs, I have a great big flower pot, great big huge tree that keeps falling over because it grew off to one side. So I hanged 15 clamps on it. Now I'm 15 clamps shy in the garage, but the clamps hold the bucket where the plant's growing, which is all grown over here. And
here,
if I take the clamps off, the pot falls over. Okay.
Oh, here.
I'm going to straighten this out first. Jimbo.
Here's a rock. Buddy. Jimbo, want that?
I'm just wondering, how's that rock going to hold that?
Wait, on top like this.
Oh, just sit it right on top.
Yeah, here, want me to throw it over?
No. No, not just yet. Bugger.
Here, Jim, I'm going to throw it right on top of them rocks. You don't hurt nothing.
Okay, stay there. My feet are numb.
I feel better.
Yeah.
Good.
Numb.
Don't cut off your your
There. That might work.
bucket should.
Oh, I know. Ooh, cold. Sound like awful whiny, don't I?
No, I think you got a reason to when it's cold.
But my feet are cold.
But my feet are cold, he says.
Yeah, my feet are cold.
Come on, Jim. I want to see water come out of this thing.
Yes. Well, that's staying there better now. Oh my.
Yep.
Hope that thing doesn't fall over. Oh, I think we should have gone that way. Oh no, I guess it doesn't.
It's going at the end there.
Is water coming out the end?
Yeah, come take a look. If you can feel your feet. You'll be dry no
Oh, don't want it in my driveway. God.
Where do you want
over
it?
there. Yeah, down that way as far as possible. Oh.
Awesome. You gotta just keep an eye on that, Jimbo, and you're good.
The only, long as it doesn't fall over
You have to
and
keep checking
blow
on
up
it.
because of electrical
Yeah,
water.
just check on it, I would say. Keep check on it. Timed it, sweetheart.
We could have gone down through the.
Yeah, I
Bushes there.
didn't clip all them bushes. You want me to clip all them
No,
bushes?
those are blackberries, but I wanted them gone up here. But that could have gone down the center instead of uphill. But the thing doesn't seem to mind.
No, it's doing a good job. Are we gonna miss Napa? We're going to Napa. I expected you to show up and start to help us sand that car.
If you remember when I did the Oldsmobile, I went on body fill 40, 60, little bit of 80 house paint. No primer, no sanding, no 220, no 100, no, just very little 80, just because the 60 was so coarse it killed my fingers prints, so I couldn't tell if I was level. So I went 80 so I could feel if I was level, and then I went to house paint, one coat. That's done. No sanding for months and months. 220 gray primer.
How
Like you guys have been years doing nothing but sanding, gray primer with 220 and 400.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you're not totally gray. Like
I am. Dad. I'm gonna take my clothes off.
when I
Look at
sand
Jolene's
it,
finger. Show me finger.
when I sand it, yeah, no fingerprints.
No, she
Yeah.
wore the tip right
Yeah.
off.
Oh yeah, time
Put
to
that on the
go
camera.
rob banks. You got no fingerprints.
She rubbing me raw, boys. I'm not sure.
That's good. By the time that basement's dry, that corner's gonna be flooded. Oh, my feet are cold.
I can have fun with those. Or leave those alone. All right, Jim. We're probably
Good.
going to hit the road.
Yeah, well, thanks.
No worries. It was
Thanks.
just. It was actually.
I'm gonna go down, make sure it doesn't fall over in a minute. And then I'm gonna take these sneakers off and thaw out my feet and pour some hot water on them.
Pour some hot water on them.
Can't even move my toes.
Goes part of the job, Jimbo.
It's amazing it
Look at the
doesn't
water
turn to
come out, eh?
ice.
That'll be done in no time. Quite a little pond right there.
Yeah. Yep. I hope it doesn't fall over. It felt pretty, that rock seemed to do the trick.
Oh, listen. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. No, we're taking off.
Yeah.
See you later, Jimbo.
Well, you're lucky you didn't fall down there. You didn't
Well, she
venture
fell
too
over there.
far. Yeah.